Artemis the goddess. Artemis II, the mission to the moon. That's right. Did you know that there are 4 astronauts on their way to the moon right now? They're actually closer to the moon as of this recording than they are to the Earth. Unbelievable. For the first time in over 50 years. Now, the Artemis missions, which are returning human beings to the moon, are named after the goddess Artemis, or in ancient Greek, Artemis. How do you say Artemis in Latin? Write your answer now below in the comments and then watch till the end of the video to find out if you were right. How do we decline the noun Artemis? He Artemis, tes Artemidos, te Artemidi, ten Artemida, or ten Artemin. O Artemi. Artemis II, the first of the manned Artemis missions, is taking 4 astronauts, 3 American and 1 Canadian, all the way around the moon and all the way back. They are going to travel farther than any other human being in history from the planet Earth. And follow-on Artemis missions will land human beings on the moon again. However, Artemis the goddess in Greek mythology isn't actually referred to by the ancient Greeks, that is by the classical Greeks themselves, as necessarily being associated with the moon, but this association does come in later Roman times, so the later Romanized Greeks and the Latin-speaking Romans as well. Mythology, as a rule, changes through the centuries a little bit as different associations and syncretisms occur. And one of them that you probably know well is that the sun, that's Helios, that god gets associated with Apollo, Apollon, right? So Apollo gets associated more and more with the sun, and then there is an epithet that both of them can share, which is Poibos. So Apollon, Poibos, Helios, they all get associated together, especially as time goes on. And thus it was only natural that Apollo's twin sister, Artemis, should get associated with the moon. The deity of the moon is properly Selene, which is simply the moon, but eventually Artemis and Selene get to be associated more and more with one another. And just as Poibos, Phoebus, is a term that gets associated with Apollo, and Helios, Poiba, Phoebe, smelly cat, gets associated with Artemis and Selene, the moon. The Ephesian Artemis also features prominently in my video course of An Ephesian Tale, Book 1, which takes you out of the beginner stage and into the intermediate stage of learning ancient Greek. Check out the link in the description. The Artemis II mission is a 10-day mission. The astronauts launched on April 1st. It was a beautiful launch. I saw it live. If you didn't see it live, definitely go see the launch in some recording because it's amazing and breathtaking and inspiring. Just to know that human beings are leaving the Earth and leaving Earth orbit and heading to another world. It's incredible. The whole mission is 10 days long, and around the 4th to 5th day, they'll be passing even farther from the Earth than they did back in Apollo 8 in 1968 or Apollo 13 in 1970. And they often do live broadcasts. You can watch the live stream that comes directly from NASA, and you can find more information about when they're doing live broadcasts, when they talk in the news. I think that's really cool to watch them live, talking live to the people of Earth. That's something that hasn't happened in so long. It's not since the 1970s. And I'm definitely going to be watching on the 10th day when they come back into the atmosphere, because that's, in a way, the scariest part. They're moving so fast. It's very high energy, and space travel is not routine yet, especially going all the way to the moon and back. That is not something that's routine. That's incredibly special, inspiring, and is a tribute to what we can peacefully accomplish as a species. I'll put some links down in the description. So how do you say Artemis in Latin? Artemis. That's right. So Artemis is simply Artemis. But what is the Roman goddess equivalent? Ah, that's Diana. I gotcha. Greek names naturally can often be used in Latin, especially in poetry. So Diana or Diana, that is the name of the Roman goddess equivalent. And Diana and Artemis, sometimes the Romans would call her Lucina, which was sometimes a name associated with Juno or Hera, goddesses that protect childbirth, because when someone is born, they come into the light. So that is what I wanted to tell you about. Go see the Artemis launch if you haven't seen it yet, the Artemis II launch. Watch the live broadcasts. It is absolutely worth it, because for more than half a century, no one was traveling outside of Earth orbit. No one was traveling to the moon, and that's happening right now. They are closer to the moon now than they are to the Earth. Unbelievable, unbelievable. It is absolutely fantastic and wonderful, and I hope I've gotten you at least a little bit excited about it. Thanks so much, and thanks as always to my Patreon supporters. Valete e roste.